Okay, so this is how to make your own juggling sticks. I've been making juggling sticks for half my life, so I'm going to show you a few different styles you could try. I've got a couple out right here. Let's see. This is going to be the one that we're making. Right here, just a straight stick. And you can see it's a little bit flexible. Kind of hard to see that bend. That one is this PVC pipe right here. It doesn't really actually have a lot of bend. It's a thicker model. And there's another PVC right here, a little bit thinner. That's your hot water. The thinnest you can get, in a tube. Alright, so really your materials are a rubber tire, like so. All you do is cut this into a long strip, and then you end up wrapping the stick with that, like so. It just rolls right up there. Do a little demonstration here. And that's essentially what you're going to do. See my hand sticks here. These are pine dowels, and they're going to get rolled up too. You can see this one that broke off. It's got a tight roll and some tape on the top. But originally this is just a strip of bike tube, which is really easy to get. Any bike shop, anybody changing tires is going to have a throwaway pile of this, so this stuff's essentially free. These dowels, you're going to need to buy a 5-foot, maybe 4-foot section of dowel and then cut it into maybe 3 pieces. And that's going to cost you $1.20, $1.50, somewhere in there. And that's the final product right there. You can see those ones rolled up right there, and then taped in the end with just some colored tape. Now this is actually your most significant cost right here, because even though you're only going to use just a tiny little bit of tape, you got to buy a whole roll. So it might cost you a few bucks, to get a couple different colors. But those will go a long way. Also, I'd warn you not to pull the tape off. You really gotta cut it. Otherwise, it's gonna end up fraying or peeling back rather. You need scissors and cut it clean, and then it'll stay down. Also, with the tube, you see these have a lot of ridges. That's kind of nice. It gives it a bit more grip. And then the older the bike tube, the more grip the rubber is going to have. If it's actually kind of ate up, that's a good thing. So on the stick, the main stick, you can just wrap it straight, or what I did with this one was I put some nodules on there, and that's going to just give it a little more grip in certain places. And you can see what that would look like, finished like that. Or this one right here, that's a good example too. You've got the nodules on there. Here's another one I did. This one's just clear. You could put some lights in that clear tube with clear rubber over it, clear plastic rather. This one is like a industrial bike tire. I mean, like a super fat grip. Makes it a little more heavy and thick, but you could do so many different things and have them still be playable. Those are just a few examples. I've got dozens more out in the yard. Last thing is these ends. Those add weight to it. If you have ever seen somebody walking a tightrope, they have that barbell you know, stretched out. You can kind of think of that displaces the weight off the center here, and kind of widens your fulcrum for how fast it's going to turn. So you get a little weight on the end there, and then also catch a little air to slow the stick down a little bit. And this is just a rubber tube that, instead of cutting in strips, we've cut it this way. So you can see that, and then again we just wrap that around the ends of the sticks, and that's going to help catch the air. Whereas this weight right here is gonna help with the balance, but is not going to catch any air, so they're going to turn a little faster. Alright, and last here I'm going to mention the size. The PVC tube is 2 feet long, and this dowel is 1.5 feet. And with that, you can make them a little longer, but the farther they get out from the end of your finger, you know, the less control you're going to have. And with these, the important thing to remember is from the middle there, when it swings around to your arm, if it hits your elbow, that's when it's going to start restricting your movement. So I don't know if I can get far away enough here, but basically this thing's turning around on your arm here, and if it comes around, you know, and then it starts hitting your upper arm, then it's too long. So, you know, everybody's a little bit different size, but I found a good way to measure it is to take the center point right here and then measure that to the inside of your elbow. And for me, that's 1 foot, 2 feet long. Another thing I found with that is that take it off?